Good morning. This is Joe Moses for SuccessProgress.com. Thanks for stopping by. It's our goal to provide relevant, meaningful content to our user community. Today we're going to profile corporate canaries, avoid business disasters with a coal miner's secrets, written by Gary Sutton. Gary is a turnaround expert, and this little book is packed with great stuff. If you're interested in business or have a business, then this book needs to be on your desk. Use it as a business desk reference. I'm a big believer in inversion, which is the study of opposites. If you want to be successful, then study success and failure to really understand the full spectrum. Gary's book outlines 5 major early warning signs which are similar to blood pressure, insulin levels, cholesterol, and heart rate for physical health. Why is this important to me? There are several reasons you need to take into account that make this book important. Are you an employee? Then you need to read this book. The early warning signs will make sure that your company is solid. Enron employees thought that their money in retirement was safe. As we all know, this was not the case. One of the main principles on debt would have given them the knowledge to make a change before they lost all their retirement. Do you own a business? If so, then you need to understand all the principles outlined in the book. You have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure your company is sound to all stakeholders. This is important because they depend on you, and these early warning signs are imperative to understand so you can make the necessary changes. Gary uses his grandfather's advice as a coal miner to outline the 5 main problems to be avoided. I'll focus on the 5 without the story, but understand that coal miners used to use canaries to detect gas leaks. Thus, if the canary died, then they knew they had to evacuate the coal mine. We'll dive into each of the 5 principles now. Number 1, you can't outgrow losses. You see this time and again where short-term Wall Street conscious firms focus on top-line growth with no regard to profit. This is a bad idea. Mergers of 2 mediocre companies that have top-line growth only yields one big average company that will bleed money. Early warning signs. 1. If the company revenues have grown at twice the rate of net profits for 3 years. 2. The sales force is commissioned on volume without regard to profit. And 3. Hallway conversations are about sales and not earnings. Number 2, debt's a killer. This one is nebulous, but Gary gives a great indicator of when debt is too much. If you've seen any of my other summaries, and you know I'm a big fan of OPM, other people's money, to leverage good debt to buy cash flow assets. With that being said, too much debt can kill you in bad times. Early warning signs. 1. Debt to equity exceeds 1-to-1. 2. Equipment's always leased, never bought. And 3. Executives spend more time with bankers than they do customers. Number 3, fools fly blind. This one has to do with financial controls. When they are sloppy, then nobody knows where the business really is. This is a killer because the operating P&Ls take too long to distribute, or worse than that, they don't even use them as tools. Also, when bigger companies focus on revenues and earnings per share but have no idea if they have enough cash to cover payroll. Early warning signs. 1. Year-end audit adjustments are more than 1% of revenues or 5% of earnings. 2. The books don't close within 2 weeks of the month's end. 3. When you ask employees where the company makes its best profits, nobody knows. And 4. There are no lead indicators for sales. Number 4. Any decision beats no decision. Analysis paralysis kills innovation and speed. These 2 factors separate market leaders and everybody else. When people are scared to make decisions or spend too much time covering their own asses, then this uncovers deeper company problems and bad leadership. These behaviors create bureaucracy, inefficiency, and ineffectiveness. Check out my summary on how the wise decide to overcome this bad behavior. Early warning signs. Number 1, the mission statement tries to say many things to many people, wishy-washy. 2, brochure and ad headlines don't offer specific and meaningful benefits to buyers. 3. Employees, customers, and vendors give different answers when asked what the company does best. Leadership has failed. Nondescript companies die. Number 5. Markets grow and markets die. Company leaders have to recognize when markets are dying. If they don't, then the reinvestment yields diminishing returns. Basically, this means the company will die by 1,000 cuts. In the great book, Good to Great, Jim Collins profiles Kimberly-Clark's entry into the consumer paper business and exit from their traditional business. They had to sell the mills. This was a big decision that worked out, but can be very difficult because you have an established business that makes money. I can attest to number 5 because it has happened in my own business. We've had to reinvent ourselves twice in the 14 years I've been working here. There are types of businesses that are more successful and easier than others. This is worth a study in and of itself, and I'll profile business types in future summaries. Early warning signs. Number 1. Sales have dropped 2 years in a row. 2. The competitors' sales have dropped 2 years in a row. And 3. Nobody's making money. In summary, Corporate Canaries is a must-read book. The lessons are critical if you strive to build a business, and the lessons can translate to your personal finances as well. I hope you found this short video summary useful. The key to any new idea is to work it in your daily routine until it becomes habit. Habits form in as little as 21 days. One thing you can take away from this book is to keep your debt to equity below 1 to 1. This is difficult for most people because they have the debt but no equity. Through daily discipline and simple daily changes, this can change easily. If you enjoyed the video, then please don't hesitate to pass it along. If you want more detail, click on the link below and purchase Gary's book, Corporate Canaries. Thanks for watching and have a great day.